you've seen that video already. Let me know if you have seen the video that I created. Let's check out what's going on with the live here. I have just a lot of stuff up. A lot of stuff. Sorry for anything. Live here. See what is happening. We got 2 people that are watching from what I'm seeing. Up early. Yeah, I'm always, or I've been up this early for quite some time now. 16 people in here. Let me make sure that monetization is on. All the good stuff. Carl, as soon as I start talking on live stream, I don't understand why you come up here and do this every single time. Wouldn't be a live stream without Carl just rubbing my legs. It's a cat, by the way. If you're new to the channel, I know how that sounds. I guess it sounds a little weird, but you know, we're gonna have to deal with it. That's fine. I wonder what the latency actually is. Carl, come on, back up. Go, go. Carl, come. Carl, stop it. All right, all right. I know people aren't gonna get I don't think many people will get a notification. Put your cat on camera. Yeah, I don't want to. Oh, come here. Come here. He's gonna get a bunch of fur on my shirt. Go, Carl. Let's say something. Carl. I got the notification also. I haven't slept. That's funny. Come on, man. Already knocking over things. Look, he's got a bunch of fur on my shirt. Now what am I supposed to do? He's big. Yeah, I know. He's a big cat. You signed into any of these class action lawsuits against Robinhood? No, I haven't. Get one of those hairless cats. No, I mean, I'm cool with him. You know, I just, when I'm on stream, it's like, you know, now I have all of this hair on me and I don't have a lint roller down here. I usually have a lint roller, but I don't have one with me. So let's see. Morning. Thank you for getting up so early. Over here in the UK, can you explain what long and short candle wicks mean, please? So longer and short candle wicks usually implies that it has more price action, which means you're probably going to have more volume when you do have the longer candle wicks. So typically you're going to look at that and you're going to see a ton of ability to push up or push down, which means that there's a ton of trading of volume. So if you have, let's say, the long candle wicks, if you have very slim price action where the movement, let's see if I could find one, very slim price action to where the movement is like minuscule and it looks like a spinning top, a very large spinning top, then basically what it means is that the buyers and sellers were equal. they were really pushing up and down. Where it actually holds right now is a strong point, and it looks like it could be to a point to where it's going to be consolidating at that point, because as you're looking at it, it's only moving a couple of cents within the actual body. But if you look at the full wick of the candle, and it's actually a large wicks, you're going to see a lot of volume there, which means that you have a ton of ability to push up, ton of ability to push down, and you're actually seeing it equal. Now, if you see a large body candlestick, that means that you had clear buy movement or clear sell movement. When you have a full bodied candlestick, that means that there was no real pressure to bring it back down. Do you know what I mean? So like, say if it's a full bodied green candlestick, I'm trying to see something. Let's say it's a full body green candlestick. That's clear buying pressure. That's what it is, because there's a small wick that brought it down a little bit. Not too much selling pressure. It's clear buying pressure. Versus, something that has longer wicks, showing that, it had probably more buying pressure than it did selling pressure, or seeing something, trying to find some good ones. I guess we have 5 minutes here. Here, where you're going to see that you had a lot of buying pressure here, but you pulled it all the way back down because you had this long candlestick that was created here. So it's going to give you more volume than what you would typically see. And then what you're going to see is that that ends up increasing, or you see that body pull back down. So as long as it's green, I'm happy. Yeah, no problem. So, I mean, candle wicks are great to understand. Candlesticks, candle wicks, all of those are great to understand. 96 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button as soon as you get in here. It does help out the channel. I will keep this open for maybe like 15 minutes or so, and just talk to you guys about stuff. What time is it there, bro? It's 5 a.m. Morning, Matt. Thanks for, I read that already. We're hoping we see some big moves today to keep me up. I don't know if you noticed, but they're not letting you trade Torch on Webull. Check it. Really? Was there a high amount of volume? Is that they're not letting you trade it at all? Whoops, I just exited out of something. That's whatever. Oh, you're right. Well, wait. Oh, wow, they're not. You can't buy it. You can't sell it. You can't do anything on Webull. Now, why is that? Is it on Robinhood too? Uh, looks like you can. Looks like you can buy it on Robinhood if you wanted to. Yeah, it looks like you can buy it on Robinhood, but Webull's not allowing you to buy it. I don't know why. That's interesting. Man, there's a lot of AMC FUD going on. I know. That's why I made the video yesterday talking about AMC FUD and how, you just need to kind of put the blinders up and just not worry about it. For scam people, last year's revenue was like 25,000 pumped to sell shares. Use AMC as clickbait. I use AMC as clickbait. We're talking about AMC. It's not click. What? Do I talk about AMC a lot? Yes, because people that subscribe to my channel want to hear about AMC. See, Nicholas, you're one of the reasons why I end up going to members only. Oh, I'm playing. Okay. I was going to say, that's a little ridiculous. Can you please look up Yeah, shares borrowed versus. Sometimes that gets misinterpreted to where you have one message and nobody else reads your other messages. So, but you're good. You're good. If you're just joking, then cool. Can you please look up shares borrowed versus and what are leftover borrow? So I don't have or text data. I wish I did. I don't want to pay for it because I feel like the when I use it, I'm only really going to use it for this time period. Eventually, we're going to get to a point to where we're really following whether a lot of things are being shorted. But right now, I don't have the Ortex data. I mean, I could possibly go on Twitter and see what they have there. But here's a question: AMC versus GME. What is more valuable? No option for I'm gonna put money in. I would say if you look at the max amount of potential, I would probably say that AMC looks like it has a little bit more potential. However, GME can move a lot quicker with less shares that are out there, less shares that are outstanding. So we understand the full float of those, and when you see something that has less of a float, it's going to move a lot more with any type of volume. So you know that GME can move very, very quickly, just like you've seen, yesterday. It moved very fast. AMC, as it starts to get higher and higher, it's still, you see the prices and they end up moving the price or the as you start to buy more volume, they start to move the price, but not as much as what GME would do. So when I talk about the full potential, I think AMC is more likely to have that potential based on a lot of the naked shorts, the negative press that we are seeing with AMC versus GME. That means when you see all of that FUD going out about AMC, that means that there's something there that we need to keep pressuring to get out. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like AMC has a little bit more potential than GME, but GME still has a lot of potential to grow as well. Too early. What price do you think AMC will hit today? It's too early for that. It's way too early for that because I can't really even tell what's truly happening right now. It's down 1%. We did see, let's see, from 4 a.m., we did see it drop a little bit, and then increase up to about $58.27 to where it is starting to, fall a little bit, starting to level out, right? But the 50 moving average has crossed the 200 EMA, indicating that it's probably going to be a downtrend until it hits a certain level. It has been to a point to where it was oversold down here on the RSI. So we're definitely seeing a little bit of an increase as we start the next couple of minutes. So I can't really give you a prediction there. I know I've been right for now. I have the pressure of being right or slightly right for the next, I don't know, however many predictions. And I don't want to be wrong now. All right, so we have 240 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. I'm so trendy. I don't know what that means. Regarding margin calls, do you think it will be enforced sooner rather than later, making AMC squeeze sooner than later? E- e- do I think it will be enforced sooner rather than later? Well, yeah, they said it's supposed to be enforced. I believe, I don't know what the verbiage actually was. Basically, as soon as possible. I believe it was supposed to be enforced or starting today, right? Was today Wednesday? Yeah, starting today. So, from what I understand. Um, but just know that we're not going to see a bunch of margin calls happen right away. Know that they're prepared for this just as much as we are, if not probably more, because they have people in their back pocket. serious question. If GME is in the 200 and AMC is in the 60s, why hasn't GME squeezed yet? Because GME has been held down. So GME was the first point to where we seen that increase, a large increase, but then it was held back by restrictions. It wasn't able to get to its full potential. If it was, then you would have seen that it got to the thousands. That would have been a major squeeze at that moment. Getting to 1,000 or even close to 2,000 would have been amazing for that squeeze. Now it's showing with all of the pressure built up and them continuing to short AMC and GME. It built up something in AMC that wasn't fully there to begin with. We did see squeeze potential, but then as they started to double down, triple down, quadruple down, naked short, illegal ladder attacks, whatever they ended up doing that, showed their hand really. And now we're starting to see this get to a level to where we know it can squeeze to a massive amount. So GME hasn't squeezed because they're trying to hold back everything that they can. It's AMC, they're trying to hold that back. GME, they're trying to hold that back, and they're continuing to short that position as well as AMC. So that's the reason why I believe that it hasn't squeezed yet. It got up to $500. That was basically a partial squeeze. That could have been the squeeze if they would have just given up as the price did go back down, but they shorted it on the way down. They continued to short this thing. So they brought it all the way from 400 down to $46. No notification again today. Gonna have to start setting an alarm. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. Did you hear about the second hedge fund closing in London, White Square Capital? Yes, I did hear about that. The hedge fund by dark pool exchange and sell on the Nasdaq. I don't believe so, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure they can't. So if you're new to this, don't bet against the stock. Wait for the dip and buy then. Yes. We'll stand together. We are in a financial war. It seems that way. Yes. Good morning, Stephen. I'm going to go ahead and actually let's wait 3 minutes. I'm going to close it up in 3 minutes. So we have 308 people in here, guys. Thank you for watching. We have 2 viewers over on Twitch. If you guys want to watch my Twitch, let's go ahead and link that. How do I stop this from playing? Play the pause button. That would work, right? I have to do members only. I'm sorry. If you guys want to comment, you can definitely do that over on Twitch. I might start a stream on the MP Shorts channel, and it just gives people an incentive to continue to watch and also chat it up, feel like they're part of a community rather than someone just coming in and just saying whatever they need to say and then getting out. Go. That's just great. Good morning from France. Everyone buy and hold, friends. Whatever they try to throw at us, we're going to the moon. I love your podcast, Matt. Learn financial and English. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. What's the link to the member? I only saw something that started at $5. No, that's the Discord group. So if you click the link, the first link in the description, it's literally the first link. It says join this channel to get access to perks. You're gonna see that link. Click that one, and then it'll take you to that page. It makes you think the stocks are about to lift off. Well, to tell you the truth, they're not 100% predictable. It's literally just a title, but you never really know when it could take off. And just like GME yesterday jumped by, what was it, 8% in a matter of a minute. So you could definitely see these take off at any moment. Any consolidation could be a good thing for the stock, and see that rise to a massive scale, you know? Let me go ahead and put in GME here. Right now, currently about even. It was up 10% yesterday. Really could use a squeeze money to change my life. Been at AMC since August 2020. That's crazy. That's crazy. So you were able to, hopefully you had a ton of shares at that point. Bro, it's the internet FUD. It's everywhere. I know. I've seen it. I've talked about it. I know that it's everywhere. It's insane. All right, so I'm gonna play an ad and I'm gonna close this up. Thank you guys for being a part of it. Whether you're commenting there or you're watching, you know, I appreciate you guys. You know, how about Coin Capital though? Love it. They deserve the worst, but I'll settle with them going broke. Karma. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. You really shouldn't bet against a lot of these retail traders, a lot of us apes that are out here, you know, holding the stock as long as possible and looking for, you know, just kind of you know, equality, I guess. You know, they sit here and they take advantage of every single little bit of movement in the market because they can manipulate that market. It's ridiculous to see them do it that way. It's crazy. I hate it so much because I always have to have this workaround when it comes to day trading that, you know, they control the markets with this little black box, and whether it's institutions or it's hedge funds, and they just control it, and it sucks. Have a good one, everyone. Hopefully we do have a good one. AMC has super low calm before the storm. Yeah, I would agree with you that we are going to see this calm to where it will level out. Let's say that you know, flatten out of, you know, 50, between 50 and 65. Let's say that that's where it will flatten out until it does have that next big push, which will be way bigger than what we've seen in the past, and I can't wait for that to happen. Member gang, let's go. It's worth it, everyone. Get that membership. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I always try and make sure that I'm trying to answer any of the questions. Not saying people that aren't members, their questions don't matter, but it shows that you really care, you know, about the overall situation by being able to put in, you know, or talk to the community, being a part of the community, talk back and forth. And it's not even like I'm sitting here saying, hey, you know, pay $10 and then you can comment. Like, it's, you pay 99 cents and you can comment and you know, communicate to me and also communicate to other people. Because if this does get to a point to where I have 10,000 people in the live stream, if it ever gets to that point again, or 20,000 or whatever, I think the max that I've ever had was like 18 or 19. I'm not sure, but if it ever gets to that point again, I know that I'll be prepared because you have all these people that are members and we can continue to communicate, and I can answer more without really having to deal with too many super chats. Just got 2 more family members to buy today. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. 120 shares and still holding. That's great to hear. I think there's going to be a lot of FOMO buyers today, this week, considering the new rules that just got approved. I think a lot of FOMO buyers wait for positivity. So when you see a lot of positivity in the stock, they wait for it, which is not really the best thing when it comes to a trader. For us, I guess, since we're holding for a while, it makes sense. But Most people will only get into a position when they see it grow at a rapid rate. So if AMC jumps 10%, you're going to see a lot of people start to get into that position. If you want to become a member, you have to click the link in the description. You can also join by hitting the join button. If you're on an iPhone, you have to hit the link in the description. You can't do it by the super chat button, if that's what you were looking for. Blunt. Let's see. I told you I would pay the $10. Yeah, but still, I'm not looking to make something, $10 for people just to chat in the live stream. The only thing I want to get out of this is taking any of the FUD away that could come through, any of the spamming that we have seen in the past. And I understand that you get, less viewers. Can you gift memberships? I don't think so. I wish I could, because then I would do some sort of competition to gift memberships to people. That would be awesome. But I don't know if I can do that. What is it? Is it Texas? Texas, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. That means a lot. We have two levels. We have 99 cents and we have $1.99. We have the make money member and money makes money member, because we all know that the reason why people with money are more successful and they continue to grow their wealth is because money makes money. The reason why it's easy to make your next 5 million after you already have 1 million is because money makes money. We understand how that grows and how you can get to a certain point in life. So the only way that you can see your money grow is if your money makes you money. So start with a small amount, grow to a big amount, make sure that 100K gets you 200K or gets you 500K, and that's what it's all about. That money needs to make you money somehow, some way. AMC is set up for a massive bull flag right now. AMC is. It kind of broke consolidation a little bit, but yeah, you can definitely see it. I was thinking that from the beginning, and then I was like, it's kind of breaking consolidation. Thoughts on ZOM? I still am bullish on ZOM. It's just not playing out the way that we hoped. We thought that after seeing that large increase to about, what is it, $1.08 or so, it ended up falling back down to about 80 something cents. Now, this is not because of people that are selling the position. Yes, you probably have some people that are selling the position, but that's not really going to affect it at retail traders selling it that much, because of the fact that there's so many shares out there. So unless they're selling a crazy amount of shares, we are seeing it shorted around 30% per day, but it's not making a huge impact. Like if we go, let's see, let me bring Fintel. Yeah, we see that it's being shorted like 30% per day, really. You look at this and you can see yesterday, 37% it was short. Now, the ultimate look at this, if we go to ZOM on Market Watch, we're going to see that the overall short volume percentage is not high at all because of the float that they have. So let's look at this, and then I'll bring up the other piece as well. I don't know what Carl's doing here, but you need to stop, man. If you knock stuff over, it's the end of you. No more food. No, I'm just playing. No, but we look at this and we can see that 37% short for Zomatica. Basically per day, it was 37 or 36%, 36.72%. Let's just round up. 37% short yesterday. That's 10.7 million shares. 35%, 28%. You're seeing actual like high percentages here, all the way up to a high here of 42% short in one day. So we know that they're continuing to be shorted. We just need to see the volume go with that. And once we do see the volume, it's going to be a lot more. Now, like I said, the overall short share percentage, the short float, right, is only 6%, only 6.24%, which is around 60 million shares. Now, 60 million shares would still be a lot for something like AMC or GME. Obviously, GME more than AMC because GME has only like 70 million share float, maybe even more than that, a little bit more than that, but it's under 100. But then you look at that number compared to the 951 public float, it's just a lot. So ZOM, I am bullish on. I just want to see the volume pick up, the amount of positive volume pick up. Once we see people start to really buy this position at 81 cents, I think it's, what is it, 81, right? I think it's a steal. Now it's at 84, so it has increased 2.64%, but I think it is pretty much a steal. You know, I'm holding 7,000 shares of Zomedica, so waiting for that to move. All right, so we have 454 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. It does help out the channel. Hey, Matt, love the stream. Amatula from the UK. I'm watching with my brother's girlfriend. That's awesome. Hopefully everybody, you know, learned something. It's always great to learn some new things. Do you think Doge will continue to go down, or is the support level now at 20 and will go up now? So I was actually looking at Doge today, and I was really excited the fact to see that it was up to what, 21 cents. I don't know where it's at now. Yeah, 21 cents. It even hit a high of 22 cents, which was really good. Really excited about that. Carl, can you stop doing what you're doing? You're just being weird. So weird. So funny. But yeah, we're seeing Dogecoin up 2%, which is phenomenal. And I think that just because I don't think the level of support is going to be just 20. Yes, you do have that level of support that is set up there. You really don't have multiple touch points. So I want to see something that does have multiple touch points. Maybe it's 20 cents or 2074. I don't know what to even call that. But yeah, maybe that's a point where you see multiple touch points there. But either way, any support level that I have seen, it's broken past very easily as long as it had that downward or upward pressure. So I see the support as where it was, the lowest level of support. And we're going to look at 20 as a support. We're going to look at 18. We're going to look at 16. That's where I'm going to sit it at. And if it goes down to those levels and falls back way lower, I will buy more. But I'm all for this increasing. Obviously, now my cost basis is down to 25 cents, and I hold 21, or a total, I guess, of 22,000 coins. But in Webull, it's 21,000. So we'll see how that plays out. What do you think of PRVB short squeeze? They have FDA approval on July 2nd. I don't really think of many things as a short squeeze anymore besides AMC and GME. That's what I'm looking at as a short squeeze. Anything else really doesn't have that full short squeeze potential. So that's not what I'm looking at there. So even if I do look at that, I would probably say it has an increased potential, has news for a swing trade, but that's pretty much it. About 145 calls for AMC. That's amazing. Our call's still pricey. I haven't really checked any of the options because I'm still not approved for level 2. So it just sucks there. Have you looked at Greeks for that call option? Have they still not announced how much it will is gonna Oh geez, that buildup was crazy. Today I got unemployment on the on the phone finally, so once I get a massive payout, I'm paying rent and dumping 80% of it in AMC. Morning, Matt. Good morning, fellow apes. Let's do this. Yes. 508 people here, guys. Hit the like button. I know I ask a lot, but it does help out the channel. The more that people actually hit the like button, it gets to reasonable levels, the less I ask. So I just want to remind people, especially with the stream, because the chat is usually hiding the like button, which is stupid. I wish you could just like double tap your screen, screen, or click your screen or something. It would make it easier. Maybe they should update that. Premiums on the calls for AMC are super outrageous. Better off buying shares. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If you want a lot of money, on options, you need to get an option month away. Just friendly advice. All right, let's see what AMC is doing. So yeah, I wanna be able to talk about Doge a little bit. I wanted to create a video yesterday about the fact that I bought 5,000 more, but didn't end up creating that at Harper swim class, which was really fun to go to. Carl, I have no idea what you're doing down here, but it's very annoying. Where'd you go? I don't know where he went. He's behind the desk somewhere. It looks like GME is starting to make a move. It's now moved from being flat to now increasing just a little bit. So that's a good thing. Carl, please go somewhere. I really don't know. He like disappears after I look down there. I don't know where he is. Bothers me a little bit. You honestly believe AMC is able to hit 1K per share? Or FUD? No, it can hit 1K per share. No, it has the capability of hitting 100 or 300 in upcoming weeks or months, but 1K, isn't that a little overboard, since a lot of people might be eager to sell at 100 or 300 target points? So there's a lot of people that are going to probably sell a portion of it at maybe the 100 or 300 dollar marks. However, there's a lot of people that are going to hold on to this position because they know the full potential of it. Now, this includes some larger whales as well, which if small people ended up selling off, you have people that are holding, maybe 100 shares or, 20 shares or so, they end up selling off. That's not going to be the same impact as something that's like 10,000 shares or 100,000 shares. So we're not going to see a lot of people sell off at those levels. I think we see where the full potential of it is. I think when we get to a level of maybe 1,000 to 2,000, we'll see more and more people start to pull out some. It makes total sense, but I actually see it getting to these levels as long as we see a rapid movement in the hedge funds. So let's say the hedge funds go bankrupt and we see a lot of this covered, or they decide to give up and everything starts to become covered, then we'll start to see that upward movement, upward momentum in the stock price. And seeing that will increase the price dramatically and get up to that $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 mark, depending on what we can really get out of it. So yeah, I do see it hitting 1K per share. That's kind of the standard in my opinion. Is that's the floor, the baseline. Carl, why? Now he's just laying there. Weird. Are you and Trey going to be the ambassadors for ZOM? I didn't know that Trey was bullish on ZOM. The last time I talked to him about ZOM, he was saying that it was like he wouldn't get into it now because it could go down quite a bit. I believe that was at like 120. He was saying that that could go down a lot more, and he was definitely right by saying that. And he was also saying that he would stay away from it because of the fact that it was being heavily shorted. And when things are being heavily shorted that are small cap stocks like that and don't really have enough buying power to it, that it would end up falling off, falling off the face of the earth, end up getting delisted, all these types of things that could be horrible for the situation. But I responded back and said that there is a lot of buying power that's going into it. That's the reason why it's held up. It's 30% short every single day, but you're still seeing it hold up at some of these prices. So I'm not sure where his head is on ZOM. I've seen him just talk about AMC a lot. He hasn't been talking about many other positions, on YouTube. Probably in his Discord maybe, but on YouTube it's different. Carl. Man. Hey. Why do you pay for a membership that's $1 instead of super chat and $2? I think Carl, please stop. Go. You're knocking things over. Let's go. Go somewhere. I don't know how to get you to go somewhere. Why do you? Did I get you a bed or something? I really don't understand. I really don't understand that, cat. All right, so GME, we're actually seeing it at 0.5% up, and up to about 21 or 221. Not bad. Not financial advisor, but in a few months, PLTR going to be worth some cash. Lots of good news going to it. Yeah, I've heard good news in the past about Palantir, but yeah, I haven't checked into it lately. Let me get to this comment here. What? Okay. Morning, my friend. Good morning. Rejects AZF Twitch. Thank you for joining. And we have 225 followers on Twitch. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, definitely do that. If you want to follow my Twitter, do that as well. That's in the description. Or if you want to follow any of my other channels, I just talked about Doge. I think it was a really good video that I created recently about Doge on my Matt Reacts channel. I don't know if anybody has seen it. I put it on my community tab so that people can check it out. But yeah, if you go over to my channel and you go over to channels that I'm associated with, and you're gonna see all of my different channels that I have, and you have the Matt Reacts channel, and I just created a video on the truth about Doge, reacting to that. Now, this was a video that was created in July, where the prices were, and people talking positively and negatively, and I think it was a good video. It's 18 minutes long, but you do have some good stuff in there, and I think it's pretty interesting because a lot of people are probably like, oh, well, you know what, if I would have gotten into this price at that moment, it would have been amazing. So yeah, definitely check out the Matt Reacts channel, and we'll be reacting to a lot of different things. If you guys have any suggestions, whether it's financial stuff, music, anything, we can definitely react to it and make a video on it. So let me know if you have anything that's really interesting that you find me that you want me to react to. Anyways, let me get out of this. I don't know how to get out of it. Here. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, definitely do that. But yeah, if we're looking at something like AMC, the short volume ratio was 21% yesterday. It's continued to be short at 21%. I would imagine probably more than that when you add in the naked shorts and all that stuff. So How long could they drag this out before they have to cover? So they can cover, I guess, at any moment, right? So when we look at them covering, we could see them cover certain portions and then end up, reshorting at other levels. That's what happened previously. Like, you're looking at the amount that they're holding on to now. They still hold on to shorts that they've had back when it was $10, right? But do they have any shorts from back when it was $2? Most likely not. So it's going to get to a point to where they have to continue to short it. They're going to cover those shorts, double down as long as they have money. So they continue to run this, to the end until I guess they lose out on every single bit of money that they have. They lose all their money and they go bankrupt, or they just give up. And I don't know what comes first. It's whatever they feel is going to come first. I refuse to ask questions for free. Matt made me a lot of money, so this is the least I can support the channel. Thanks, Matt, for everything you do. I've been on the stream since day one. I appreciate that. I appreciate that message as well. It means a lot to me when people can make some money from any of the things that I do talk about and take my suggestions seriously. And whether they're opinions or actual advice. I know when it comes to stocks, I don't physically give advice, but when it comes to strategies and all of that stuff, obviously I can give advice there, because it's great to understand how to build your own strategy and how to have a great mental mindset when it comes to investing and trading and all that other stuff. Because if you go into other trades, not just AMC and GME, if you go into other trades and you understand where your profit to loss ratio is, you manage your risk, you're going to be set up for a really good life in trading, right? A lot of people will not manage their risk well, and that's why you see a lot of day traders fail, because they basically say, oh, well, you know what? I traded this previously and it got up to $200 from $100, and it's going to do it again because I say it's going to do it again. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to trade with emotion and sell at the bottom, and then get stuck in I guess some sort of pattern where you're buying at the top and selling at the bottom. Then you end up losing all of your money. And then you basically say, you know what? This is how I make all of my money back. I put everything that I have in my account into that position that I lost money on. You're trading with emotion, and then you end up losing basically your whole entire account there, and it just looks really, really bad. And then you're one of those people that failed in day trading. So that's the reason why a lot of people fail, is because they get too greedy. The human race is very greedy. For me, I try to stick to $100 to $200 a day that I try and gain when it comes to day trading. Right now, I have a lot of things in swing trades and cryptocurrency and all of that stuff, so it's different. But typically, I look for something of just a standard $100, $200 a day. That could be $30,000 to $60,000 a year just day trading. So when it comes to day trading, YouTube, other forms of passive income, whether it's dividend income that I get, whether it's from Patreon, whatever it ends up being, then you can basically say that I'm set up for a great situation. I don't need to make $300,000 from trading. Now I would love to make one trade $300,000, and I could probably find the right trade to be able to do that. I.e. AMC, GME, whatever those actually are. You can see massive trades that you can get to, but you can also find those in crypto as well. Seeing what crypto is doing right now, getting to these lows, you wait a couple of months and you can have some of those go from 8 cents up to $8 or $80, right? And then that could be a massive leap for you if you have 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 shares, right? So, or 5,000 coins. So either way, I'm trying to, let people know that you can find success in day trading, in swing trading, and teach people some things here and there. So this is why I have the How to Day Trade for a Living segment in my Patreon to really go over that, put emphasis on risk management, all of the basics that you need to know, because it's not about just copying my strategy or copying somebody else's strategy. It's about making your own, making something for yourself. I'll grab next week's options on Monday. I don't know if everyone knows this, but just because the O2 rule is set to go into effect today doesn't mean that it will, unless the SEC puts it in the books, not official, and doesn't get implemented. You know what? I think I forgot to take my my allergy medication. I have to go. Give me a second. Give me like 1 second. I'll answer whatever questions I can get to. I'll pause it right here and then get back to it. But I have to go take my allergy medication before this gets ridiculous. All right. All right. All right. All right. Sorry about that. So I had to run all the way upstairs. But I truly believe in Zom will hit $10 by the end of the year. That's tough to say. I mean, I don't know if it will hit $10. The amount of you know, sorry, I'm trying to catch my breath. When you look at the float, when you look at the share float, it's just very high. 951, I believe, million share float. So it's tough to say that we'll hit $10 by the end of the year. I would say $5 probably, but it just all depends. But you're probably going to see it get to certain levels and people sell off a lot of shares, which does impact the price quite a bit. Because if I'm holding 7,000 shares, or there's probably someone else that's holding 50,000 shares, or 60, or 100,000 shares. Happy birthday, Matt. That's not my birthday. It's not that. It's my birthday every day. Looking at the 4-hour chart in AMC, nice wave making bigger and bigger swales. In the 70s this week, but mid 60s is good, and right here around 67 is acceptable. I agree with that. Happy birthday, Matthew Perry. Thanks. Definitely my birthday. I don't know if people know that it's not my birthday. It's just a joke that it's not my birthday. People know that it's not my birthday. You guys know this. Um, hoping my greed with jumping into TRCH pays off. They cut trading on Webull due to merger with Metamaterial. Why would they just cut it on Webull? That doesn't make sense. Will that new O2 rule change things today, the future with AMC in your opinion? So, I generally don't think that it's going to change too much. I think they're gonna look into the situation when it comes to the shares, but they're not going to enforce anything, in my opinion. And that's just me, because I've dealt with a lot of positive things that come from, the SEC, and the government, and all different types of people. You always have people in your back pocket. It makes it seem like you're doing something that's implementing a new rule change that could be huge, but it doesn't actually do anything. Like I struggle so much with seeing any type of real positivity there. Yes, you can get all of the wording and positivity in the wording. Sorry, put that backwards, a little dyslexic. But I just can't see it. I can't see it affecting anything. Bitcoin went to 28K yesterday to 35K today, and it's still going up. That's crazy. I know. If somebody would have just made a move into Bitcoin, you would have gained $6,000 in the matter of hours, $7,000 probably, which is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I said that, if you are looking to throw something in there, I'm not saying that, Ethereum would be the best choice, because you look at Bitcoin and getting down from even just 30K, at 30K going up to 35. If you sold at that point, you gained $5,000 in the matter of hours, which is great, Some people can't gain that in the matter of days or months. And I don't even look to gain something like that. So swing trading something with that um, high of a swing ability, is a little ridiculous. It makes me scared that you can also see those moves on the way down. That's why it's so tough to predict where that low point is and where that reversal will happen. Scared money don't make money. You're absolutely right. I'd agree with you there. I definitely see why they're knocking the price down. Everyone with the call option on AMC is making tons when uh, it breaks 65. Yeah, well, that's the thing. They're looking to everybody that is, trading options in some form or fashion. They're making a ton of money. You made a lot of money. There are people making hundreds of thousands of dollars on this, putting it into AMC stock and giving them more firepower. Which, if they continue to do that, then that's not going to be good for the hedge funds, because it's not something to where we're running out of money, because we won't. We're team money bags over here. So when we have all of that money, we can now put that into AMC stock and continue to bring that price up. Why don't you swing Bitcoin? I mean, you could. It's just the risk to reward is basically the same in both levels. It can easily swing $5,000 the opposite way and go up $5,000. So yes, you can put money in there, continue to double, triple, quadruple down, and put money in there as it gets to its lows. But it's just so hard for me to see something at such a high price and put $34,000 into it, or $30,000 into it, with the thought of losing $5,000 of that $30,000. And I understand that scared money doesn't make money, you know, but sometimes it's more of a level of losing 20%. You're risking 20% to gain 20%, something like that. Mark, thank you for becoming a member here. You should hear my coworkers that all feel like they should chime in and tell me to sell, because I was down a large amount, and I said, "Don't tell me how to AMC." that's that's it. Pretty good, pretty good. I've had a number of people that told me to sell as well, and they just pressure you into selling because they don't know. I guess they don't know about the situation. Now, in the case to where I was watching Dogecoin and Pro the Doge and what he was doing, I know that Dogecoin gets to a value to where you can actually make some money from there, pull out of that, and then put it back in lower. when it does go lower, and it did go pretty low like a couple of days after. Come on. Oh, come on. You have a sneeze that just doesn't go through. It's horrible. Um, but Bitcoin has a range of 30K to 40K. Yeah, it never goes below 30K until yesterday. It's still gone above 40K. So the issue with that is the fact that you can't say it never goes below 30K. It hasn't gone below 30K in a while, but it has been below 30K. It's been sitting. It sits at, or it did sit between or below 20K at some point, right? And it's all based on the value that we give it. As we buy into it, it gives it that value. So you can't really say it cannot go below 30K. It can. And a lot of people thought that it was going to continue to go to 20K, which you can see it decrease. You're seeing it decrease right now, down 0.2%. I watch many people online, and I like your straightforward approach towards your followers. Hope to learn a lot. That's amazing to hear. Thank you for saying that, and I think you will learn a lot from me. Maybe my strategy, and also other people that talk in the chat, because a lot of people here know their stuff. It depends where they feel like their specialty is, whether it's options, whether they're great at just doing due diligence, and investing in general. I mean, it's just amazing to have that community here. Actually, a few holders and a few paper handers. Paper handed and kept going on in FOMO, and it was like there goes $7 cost average. Are you allergic to cats? I don't believe so. I've had cats all my life, and I mean I know allergies can come out of nowhere, but I was still having the issue of getting like my nose was getting clogged while I was on vacation. So I don't think it was just the cats, but I know it does get more severe in Pennsylvania than it did in South Carolina. So something must be different on the beach than it is out here. I don't know, but my allergies end up messing up every day pretty much. Rhode Island ape reporting for duty. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. It's called fresher air, Matt. I guess you're right. It seems that way. Air money doesn't make money, but you have to work within your budget. You don't want to go all out in one trade. I mean, it depends what that trade is. If it's AMC, I mean, you pretty much go all out. That's what I started with, is taking everything in my Fidelity account and putting it into AMC. And it was a good situation. I really liked it. And obviously, I'm liking it now. Just saying. I feel you. I have horrible allergies every day. It's all the people who know nothing about AMC and the movement, etc. Don't own any AMC stock, aren't involved in the stock market. Like, why the fuck would I listen to you about my money? 100%. I don't get it either. I'll tell people, hey, I'm invested in this, and they'll be like, oh, well, when do you plan on selling? I mean, I guess they just want to create conversation. But then when you start giving your opinion and saying, oh, well, I believe that the stock, you don't know nothing about the stock market. You're not invested in anything besides your 401k, and you don't even know you're invested in your 401k. But, I think it's always great for everybody to really start to understand, investing, investing for retirement, everything, there was a guy that we got pizza the one time. I think it was like maybe, I don't know. It had to have been months ago. I think it was before the pandemic. When I told him, like he asked me what I did, like it was a full conversation. I never expect that from a pizza person, which pizza delivery person, which was great. You know, to be able to have that conversation with somebody. I'm one of those people that will, you know, continue to try and have that conversation. I can't hold a conversation well because, as you know, I'm an introvert. But it's always great to be able to, you know, talk to somebody, especially about something that I love to talk about. So he asked me about 401ks, and he asked me like, what I did, like to live in that house, and I was just like, you know, I'm a financial analyst and all of this, and he was like, oh, so you know about finances? He was like, I just got offered a 401k, and I have nothing, like I have no knowledge of 401ks, and then we had maybe like a 7-minute conversation breaking it down. And now he's all in on understanding what's in the 401k and all of that stuff in 7 minutes. So it was amazing to see that. But that was a while ago. So if you are that pizza person, which I don't know your name, I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. Um, then hopefully everything worked out for you. I think you have horrible allergies. Yeah, I'm all in on AMC, completely except for a call option on GME. Do you have any other pets? Yeah, I have 2 cats. I have Carl, I have Daisy, the brother and sister, and then I have a dog named Emmy. Um, he's one of the uh, what's it called, emojis. They're on there. You should have left him with a line, but I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I mean, it was financial advice. It wasn't telling him. I mean, it would have been funny, but that was really before I was talking about investing and all that stuff on my channel, but um, it was before the whole, way before, you know, AMC and GME took off and investing started to take off on my channel, because I love to talk about investing. I just couldn't talk about it enough, um, because of the fact that, or I couldn't talk about it more because of the fact that people wanted to see more of the stimulus content, the credit card content, which I still am researching and understand, but I don't want to post too many videos on the channel. It's just, sometimes it's overkill. I know one of my ER docs is an ape. Last time I saw him, it was down a week, and he was like, "You diamond handed," and I said 100%. I'm down 5 figures. I mean, I was down that much at one point, and didn't sell. Not afraid of the dip. Yeah, I mean, if I was down that much, I'm not afraid to be down that much again. So, and I will add to the position if we are down that much. Because at this point, if we get down that much, you would have to drop down a significant amount. Wife has massive allergies, and on the mainland, moved out here to Honolulu. Okay, so it's the fresh air. It's the fresh air that does it. Guys, we have 731 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out the channel. Matt, have you and Matt linked up yet? Yeah. So no. I know he lives probably like maybe 2 hours or an hour and a half away from me. If he lives in Philly. But no, we haven't yet. I mean, I've texted him a couple of times, but that's pretty much it. Dogs are great, man. I have 2. What kind of dog is that? Sounds like a great dog. I don't even know how to say that. Uh, I don't even know how to say that. Leopard dog. both rescues. Yeah. My sister-in-law has rescued. She's had dogs all her life, different types of dogs, mainly actually Great Danes. I think she just got a Mastiff, so she likes big dogs. Um, I do not like big dogs because they knock everything off your shelves. But yeah, looks like AMC is now decreasing down to, or decreased down to about 1.22%. AMC or GME is up to 0.6% of an increase. I guess it was up to about 1%. It went up to $222. But we're not really seeing too much movement right now. We want to see a larger movement, larger volume. We're not really seeing a crazy amount of volume in GME, especially because it's so high of a price. AMC, we're still only seeing about 100,000 in Webull alone. When we look at AMC in Fidelity, you can see everything, the clear picture, which will probably be somewhere around 200,000. Let's say that's the volume. Uh, looks like it got in the paint or something. Huh. Interesting. Looks like a nice dog. Yeah, looks like a nice dog. Um, UTME. If you're thinking that, it probably was. Let's look at it. So that jumped up. Let's see. Let's look at it on the last 5 days. Was it a pump and dump? Something happened with that. How long was it pumping for? That was pumping for a number of days. It seems like it increases to about 60 and then decreases to 30, increases to 50, decreases to 30, increases to 54, decreases to 30, and then you're seeing that get to these. Was it a pump and dump? I don't think it was a pump and dump. I just think it has crazy movement in it. And that large drop that it did have was insane. So I can't say that it was a pump and dump. I just think that it was something that lost steam after having rallies at $30, having a bounce back at $30 multiple times. Back to 1 day. There we go. Thank you everybody for watching on Twitch. We got 5 people watching on Twitch. If anybody's on YouTube and wants to chat, go over to Twitch. I check it sparingly, and we can have that conversation there. Do you have you weirdo? Yo, what's the word today? Now, right now we're seeing more of the same. Yesterday we were down, what was it, 2% in the beginning. Ended up finishing about that 5% mark, up 5%. I said that we would drop to 51 and then increase to about 59, and that 59 didn't happen. We closed at 58.27, but close enough. And right now we're seeing more of the same, to where it's basically down 1.3%, 1.4%, and we might see that grounds for reversal. We're seeing a lot of things that are still positive, while also looking at some things that are really negative. So let's look at some of these areas real quick before we get back into the chat. Let's look for ZOM. Let's go by By alphabetical order. That'll work. All right, so AMC is down 1.49%. As you look at BlackBerry, that's down 1.86%. Bed Bath & Beyond is up 1.1%. Clove is up 2.69%. You're going to see DraftKings that's up to $50, which is a good thing because I'm still holding at 55. You have Sammy that's up 1.3%. Fubo TV is up 1.8%. That's great to get to $32 because that was down to like 20 something recently. I haven't been paying attention to a lot of swing trading plays. Cost is down 1.13%. Let's see, keep going. MVIS is up 1.3%. Roblox is up 0.74%. SOS is up 4.55%, which is great to see after a larger increase, closing at $3.30, even getting down to a low of $3.06, which was definitely horrible for my account. Where I'm holding at $3.90. I believe it's $3.90. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. ZOM is up 3.35%, so it's up to about 84 cents, almost 85 cents. That's not bad. All right, so that's the update where everything is. Things are not really moving too much. Obviously, it's the pre-market. You're not going to see a crazy amount. AMC, is that what they call a bull flag? No. So it's broken consolidation. So what you would see is you see this large increase. When you look for a bull flag, you want to see this consolidation and stay up in the realm of consolidation here. So whether it does, pull back a little bit and start to consolidate, that's great. But then once it starts to break that consolidation, once you see here, broke it again, that broke that bull flag. So I wouldn't call this a bull flag pattern. But it's close to it. You have the right idea. Mom wants to know if Wish is a good stock to have, or was it a trick by the hedgies? Would you sell it if you were her? So for me, one, I can't give financial advice, right? So I can't sit here and tell you, hey, sell something. Is Wish a good stock to have? It can definitely be something that you can gain something from. If you bought at the peak point, then it's a different story. So if you bought at this peak point of $17.65, it's more of a different story than anything else because of the fact that you are seeing this increase. But does that mean that it's going to go back up to $17.65? I don't think so. I mean, yes, you could see the possibility that it can get there. It has been to those levels previously. Let's look at like a year to date. It has been to those levels previously, but it was just kind of a complete fall. So in order for it to, do that, it has to retest some of these areas. You don't really know where that strength actually is at. So it wasn't something that was just like, a pump by the hedge funds. I don't think that was the case. I think this is more or less a comeback. You're starting to see this comeback a little bit when you do look at the larger picture here. So is it a good stock to have? I would say probably around the $7 mark because you never know where the true low is since it's so new, right? You've seen it take off in the beginning when a lot of the push was happening with AMC and GME, or I guess this was mainly GME, and then AMC kind of came after the fact, right? Was shorted after the fact. But then you're starting to see this really pull back down and continue on that trajectory, and now it's getting back to a level to where it's reasonable. So if it breaks this consolidation here, or if it breaks this level here, then it shows a lot of strength to continue to test some of these levels. Because as you see here, when it got up to this level, it tested this level again and then dropped back down. So do I think this is a great stock to be in? I don't think at the moment, because it looks like it's going to continue to test that area And if it breaks through that area, then you know that it's going to be something that could be a lot bigger and could test $20. So it just all depends what you really see there. I'm not going to give you financial advice and say that you should sell the position. It depends where you really bought at. But you have to make your own decision there. If I bought in at $7, I would have probably been out where it is right now. Even if it does end up breaking some of these levels, just because you made a decent amount, you basically doubled your money there. So, but ultimately, it's on my watch list to see if it does break some of these levels, to see if it does have strength. It's so new that it's really tough to base your growth off of history, because there's no history saying that it should jump above that. You do have some levels of resistance here that it needs to break past, and this main level of support that you can really go off of. You don't really have multiple touch points, anything like that. So they just posted a video saying it's a bull flag. It's a 2 minute video. Was that before? Was that before that? Because if he was saying that that was a bull flag, that's not accurate. It must have been way before that. Because we're looking at the 1 minute chart of AMC. I don't know what's going on here. Why does this not look accurate? Why is this scale all off? This is weird. There we go. Yeah, if he was talking about like in the beginning that it could have been a bull flag, but once it breaks consolidation, that's not really considered that bull flag. If we're talking about the overall picture, maybe we're looking at the year to date look, because that could be, I know it did sort of break consolidation there, but that could be considered more of a bull flag setup by day. Yes, you can see that large increase, the full consolidation here, and then followed by a massive increase. So you're creating that flag, that clear setup. Let's go to draw. You have this here, and then you have this flag that you're creating, right? All right, let's break this, and then everything else that you see after that will be an increase here. So you're seeing that pull, the flag, and then the increase. But when it comes to the day chart, if you're breaking down the day, let me go ahead and clear everything here. If you're breaking down the day, it's a different story, because it's like fully broken consolidation. I don't know why this is acting so weird. I don't know what's going on here. This doesn't look the right way. But yeah, as you start to look at this, it fully broke the consolidation. So you're looking at this thing here. If you actually wanted to draw a flag here, you would pretty much draw it somewhere around here. If you wanted to draw it a little lower, you can. But seeing this, I mean, it's not showing any type of flag there. Am I right by saying that? It's just, my bad, it was at pre-market open. So yeah, so where you're seeing that right when it started, it must have been that setup right there, and then you see it break the consolidation, and now it's not considered a bull flag there. So anyways, let me here. All right, so we have 585, or no, sorry, 858 people in here. I am dyslexic. I have to be. I don't know, because I always see the second number first and then say the second number. It's weird. I'm gonna play an ad here. I'm hella weird. I don't know. John Cena follows me. Paris Hilton follows me. Are we just? I don't know what's going on here. My ex was lecturing me because he gained 22% in his retirement, mostly in index, and I'm not hearing about tons of losses day trading. A guy he knows with finance degree lost a lot day trading. Yeah, I mean, some people. So the problem with day trading is that they always say that more people, or most people lose money with day trading. They don't understand what goes into that statistic and why it's said so much. Most people lose money with day trading because it's something that people frown upon, right? And if they frown upon it, then what people are going to do is they're going to more likely just invest into different things for a long period of time, and then you're going to have more people that are investing, making money at 1-2% or whatever in the long term, and then you have people that are losing money over here when they do decide to day trade. Now, when those people decide to day trade, you're going to have a large majority that don't understand exactly how to day trade. They just get into it, think that it's quick money. Then they realize that it's not quick money. They lose that money and they quit. So I've lost money in the beginning. I lost money, a lot of money in the beginning. But you know what? I've learned from that. So when I actually took that step and said, okay, what am I really doing wrong here? There are people that are making money. What am I doing wrong here? Well, there's a number of things. I didn't have a strategy. My strategy that I ended up creating after the fact wasn't really working. You start to get greedy. Your discipline is not there. Your risk, you end up risking a lot more. So there's a lot that goes into day trading that a lot of people don't think about. And the main thing that you need to focus on is risk. If your risk management is the right way, you will lose less money than, what other people will end up losing. So like if I have a losing week, I'll end up losing maybe $100, $200. That's pretty much it. But if someone else has a losing week, it could be something where they traded with emotion and then all of a sudden lost, $100 here, 500, 1,000. They started to triple and double down because they were like, all right, well, I need to win in this position. Seems like so many other people are winning here and I'm not. They end up getting into a trend where they're buying at the high, selling at the low because they don't understand exactly how day trading works. So there's so many things, so many factors that go into day trading that people don't understand. It's not just a get rich quick scheme. You have to understand how to day trade. It's like going to school and learning how to, do your job. If you go to a college, you're going to learn how to do your job. It takes however many years in order to do that. Day trading, it takes time and practice and, losing money, learning from those mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to lose money. A day trader may lose more times than he wins, but when that person wins, he or she wins, it's going to be a lot bigger than what they would have lost. So for me, I'll set a profit to loss ratio of 5-1. So then if I lose $20 that goes against me, I have 5 chances to make $100 and then I break even. You know what I mean? So and then if I make $100 right from the start, I already made my profit target, so I'm okay, and I'll stop trading. Some people will continue and they won't be disciplined, and they'll try and find an opportunity, or they'll start picking out opportunities that they can see play out a certain way when it's not actually going to play out that way. So that's my little spiel about day trading. You can actually learn a lot from day trading and swing trading, even when you fail. 25K a day capital gain sucks. The same shit. I swear I'm dyslexic. Uh, Matt, what's ready for the short squeeze any day now? My exit plan is between 25K and 50K. If you possible, it's life changing. Yeah, that's amazing here. Wherever you're sitting at, if that's your only exit plan, I don't know how many shares you have. I think you should always have something in between that as well. If your exit plan is between 25K and 50K, I hope that we see that get to that point. I know that the floor is around 1,000 to 2,000. That's where I'm sitting at as a floor, knowing that it could get up to 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. You never really know if it could get up to those points. It starts to get less and less realistic as you start to get up to those higher and higher points. But with the amount of shorted shares and naked shorts that are out there, it just makes sense how it's going to continue to grow up. I canceled my Cybertruck. Why? Cost me 20K in crypto. Do you have money in Dogecoin? Is that what it is, or is it Bitcoin? Because a lot of people were telling me when Bitcoin was 64, a lot of people were telling me to buy into Bitcoin, that I should put money in there and let it sit there. Just buy one Bitcoin and let it sit there. I guarantee it's going to get to 100K or 500K. And I was like, that's just too high. Like I don't see it getting to those points. And even if it does, you're not gaining as much money on that 64K as you would if you put it into Dogecoin, which could double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, and it ended up doing that. So seeing all these different opportunities, as they start to get to higher and higher numbers, it doesn't look like a great move. 64K for something that's out. I understand it could get to 100K, it could get to crazy numbers, right? But 64K for Bitcoin just seems a little high for me. You can definitely grow. I'm looking for larger moves. If I'm looking into my long-term account, yeah, I'll settle for 5, 10, 15, 20%. But I'm looking for 100 or 200%. How can I get to 100 or 200% with my swing there? Hedges need to remember that prepared for 002. Yes, people need to remember that hedges have prepared for 002. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah, I think Ethereum is probably at a higher level than where, or at a lower level than where Bitcoin is. It makes sense to get into some of those with potential. Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, all of those things. You definitely have the ability to run from there. I agree. Just because you have a finance degree, it doesn't mean you are a good trader. Plus, you need to be smart and keep money aside for retirement. Yes, I always have money that is aside. I have my Roth IRA. I have my kids' 529 accounts. I have my long-term investment accounts, my Carl's Calls. I have a lot of different accounts there that are sitting long-term that I am putting money into. I do have a lot that's over here in the short-term account, which typically I'll only keep around 30,000 in the short-term account, just because I'm looking to day trade and swing trade certain levels. But for AMC, it's a different story. It's something that I'm really bullish on. A lot of other people are bullish on, and that's why the account is so high. It's because of AMC having a $46,000 or $40,000 return, right? And other things having thousands of dollars of return, but this has a $46,000 return, which could be a lot more. If hedges prepare for, let's see, about 55K, and I bought at 55K and 2,600 for Ethereum. Oh wow! So then, yeah, okay. That's what you meant. Do you think Bitcoin can actually get over 100K? I don't think so at this point. I think it would have in the past if it would have continued on that bull run. I actually don't think it gets above 60K again. I think it stays below 60K, and you may see some runs here and there, but I think it stays below 60K, and I think the dominance actually decreases a lot, based on a lot of other cryptos that are out there that are actually proven to be better alternatives and give you more options there. So I'm not seeing Bitcoin make huge moves there. So I don't see it getting above 60K again. If anybody can lower their cost average and drive that up, I do see it getting to 40, 45, 50K, but I don't see it getting over 60K. If it does, then it does. But I'm definitely seeing that Bitcoin's dominance will decrease, and you'll start to see not just the flippening of Ethereum take that over, but also other coins take that over in market cap size. Uh, Loving the channel, brother. Besides the obvious squeeze, what do you have lined up for the long term? So for me, when it comes to a lot of long-term investments, my long-term investments include a lot of dividend-paying positions. If you don't get paid something while the stock is growing, it makes no sense. There are some growth positions that you can make some money from, but I still consider them short-term rather than long-term because you can actually make a decent amount of money with some of these long-term growth stocks that may go for more than a year, but they'll be included in my short-term account. Because if I'm not holding it for 5 years or 10 years, then it's still considered short-term for me, even though I get taxed differently over a year. But things that are lined up, I have things when it comes to dividend-paying positions. I have SPHD, I have Realty Income, I had the AT&T. I don't have it anymore. I had Ford. I don't have Ford anymore. I sold that, which I did get a decent gain from that. They just don't offer the dividend anymore. So I have a number of dividend paying positions. PSEC, I have that as a dividend paying position. I have my money in mutual funds, Fidelity mutual funds, and some index funds as well. So for a lot of my long term stuff, if I'm not getting paid a dividend or it's not something that's clear, clear positive growth of maybe a mutual fund or an index fund where you will see that be very positive. If not, I'm gonna see if I see any type of decrease over a year, it's gonna be a very low end decrease and have an average of maybe like 10, 15%. I'm all for it. But that's where I stand long term. Short term, I always have my my hand on the mouse, ready to click, ready to buy something, and pretty much it. I can make an argument to 8 super geniuses ran their crypto and blockchain. I can do anything about anything. Matt, I tagged you on Twitter. It's my only crypto that has withstand the volatility. Tag me on Twitter. Actually, bring it over here. Let's see what's. Was this just recent or was it previous to today, like a prior day? Not seeing it. Is it rice? Is that what that is? Rapid fire with the comments. Yeah, I know. Sorry, we have 911 people here, guys. Hit the like button if you can. I appreciate everybody being here. Let's check what's going on with AMC and GME. GME is getting back to about even at $220, and AMC is currently down 1%. Have you seen people that trade currencies? No, that's crazy. No, I haven't. I view BTC as a digital gold and Ethereum as a digital silver. Tesla safe? All right. Well, if it's withstanding the um withstanding all of the volatility, that's amazing. It seemed like every cryptocurrency was down. I need to go back to TIRX is another that dropped 100 up to 50, dropped 100, dropped. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I have like $200 and I'm new. What do you suggest I do? Um, I would say if you're brand new to it, it's always great to get an understanding of how the market really works. So if you're trying to understand, I would say go into something that's a little on the safer side. Right now, you can't probably find a lot of things that are on the safer side, just because markets tend to be down on random days. It's not really uh, that that easy to get involved in there. So I would probably say. Uh, I would say go into AMC, but that's something to where you're just putting it into something to have that grow, and you can definitely make that move. I'm all for it. You can definitely make that move, but I don't know if you're willing to go into cryptocurrency, but I would say go into cryptocurrency, see how that moves, find the best position there that you can put money into. You can actually buy partial shares, or what you could do, I guess, if you wanted to get comfortable with it, if you're new to all this, um, you just buy partial shares of Amazon or Facebook or something that's more stable than anything else. That's probably going to hold time. Or, and I'm giving you a lot of options here, you can get into an ETF that will withstand a lot of this volatility and actually push through it in a positive way, just to see how the market works and how you can gain certain percentages. And then you start to get comfortable with maybe swing trading and day trading. I think 200 is kind of um, uh, low to start with if you're looking to day trade or swing trade. You could possibly get a decent move on something like maybe a Dom or lower end if you're looking to risk it. But um, I would say start out with something safer so you understand how the market works. Sorry that I didn't answer. I just have to trying to get to all this stuff. My best friend, husband plays poker. DraftKings founder. Are you joking? I found you here, Stephen from Reading. Thank you for joining over here. I appreciate that. Off. Uh, oh, that's his name. I thought you were. Never. Wow. Um, a lot of people here. You probably should uh your number off of there. If you're from Reading, how do you have a? Yeah, take. You can like stop that comment so that you don't just have it out there in the open because this stream is always available. So I don't know how you delete a comment, but but I got it. If you want to delete the comment, you can delete it. Perfect. All right. I move. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Cash King, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. We got 5 new members today. We got 861 people in here. It is currently basically 7 o'clock. It's 6:54. We have just about say two and a half hours till the market opens, and we're gonna see how this moves. Um, Not sure if I'll go the whole way until 10 until the market opens because I do have. It seems like I'm getting busier and busier, so it's very tough for me to stay on the whole entire time. But we can have this full pre-market stream, and just chat it up. And I think I'll do. I want to do another stream over on the MP Shorts channel, um, as well as upload some of these short videos that are there. So let me know what you think about that if you guys want that. Do you have any thoughts on VeChain? I did have thoughts on VeChain. I haven't looked at it in a while. If someone gives you a 5K to invest today, what would you invest in? Invest or trade? Because there's two different things. In invest in, I would put, if it's long term, I would put a lot into SPHD. I truly do believe in that position because it does pay you monthly dividends that you are going to get, which would be really good. I would put a lot into some other dividend positions as well. I would look into Microsoft. I would look into, I have PSEC. I would look into Realty Income, LTC Properties. I would put it into a lot of dividend positions for investments. I would also put it into mutual funds, which would give me a very safe return there. But if I was looking for some decent moves, some decent day trades, there's a lot of things that I truly do believe in outside of just AMC. There's Tesla. I always look for a good opportunity when it comes to swing trading Roblox. Roblox is getting back to reasonable levels. As you look into some other things, there's a baby crying upstairs, so sorry if you hear that. But mainly, if I had a free $5,000, I could put it into a number of things and I would diversify it. So long term, short term, it depends what I'm using it for. Let's say that's my income. I'm going to take that as my income and say I would probably use $500 or $1,000 to put into short term trading. And if that's like all free money, then I would put maybe another $1,000 into crypto and then put $3,000 into my long term investment account. So you have to be able to diversify a lot of things. So I don't really know what you meant by free and invest if you meant trade, but that's where I would go. Max click that day trade. Does it? Aiden has a. Okay. You guys, give me 1 minute. 1 minute. All right, guys. I am sorry to say this, but it looks like the stream has to pretty much end. Um, it looks like Hayden has a fever, and that means that both the kids have to stay home, and that means that I can't like work anything. So I have to stop. I can't work my 9 to 5, and I also can't, stream anymore. I'll try and stream maybe a little bit later, maybe midday, because that's when Hayden will take a nap, and that will be a different situation. So yeah, um, guys, if you can hit the like button. I always have a goal of 1,000 likes. I think we get close every day. We're starting to see. It looks like AMC is starting to make a little bit of a move up to $58.21. Um, yeah, I Hayden has to be taken care of. So, anyways, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We will be back hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully the fever is away, and we can do that. But we will find a way to get the information out to you guys, whether it's through my other channels, or through this, or through videos itself instead of just streams. But again, um, she has a fever, and just need to make sure that she's okay. And it's too late for Erica to call off of work, so I'm gonna do it. And yeah, I think, thank you for saying that. But yeah, we got about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna end the stream. So again, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you do get notified. Hit notification, then hit all so that you get notified when I post a video. Also, check out some of my other channels if you want to check out the Matt Reacts channel, right here. Which, let's just go back and see the Matthew Perry channel. So if you go to the Matthew Perry channel, go to channels, you're going to see all of these different channels. And my brother's channel, who just changed his icon, or his what's this called, the profile picture. So he might be uploading again. So if you want to check out his reaction channel, you can definitely do that. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here, being a part of this community. I really appreciate you guys. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.